Hello, everyone. This is Chance. And before you're asking, yes, I got a few hours of sleep. And yes, I'm still working on my project. But right now, I'm here to expose Marty's brother-in-law, John, as the egotistical, terrible, evil, vile person this man is. And I'm going to go over every single thing one by one and break down every cell of this man's channel to where he will probably not have a channel left. Now, I asked all three, Gemini, Google, and ChatGPT, to ask me why John is such an evil, vile, disgusting person, and why is it that his channel deserves to be taken down. For a lack of better terms, what makes this person evil as fuck? So, we're gonna break it down. By doing this, I'm going to break down every little screen of information poor little John, about to be broken down by the very person he's trying to victimize. And by the way, if you guys want the reasons from this, they're all right there in the description. Like this right here. Reported allegations and critiques from community and audience feedback. Allegations, what's claimed, red flags, why people react strongly. Sudden emotional or mood swings and hostility. What is claimed? The creator is said to have flip-flopped calm and humble messaging at times, then angry, harsh rants at others. Red flags. Inconsistent persona, can feel manipulative, abrupt. Hostility can alienate and scare viewers. And that is something that you are. You are hostile. Need I bring up the fact when I talk to you calmly about stop stealing my shit, John? The minute I brought it up, your first action was one of your worst. You pulled out a fucking Glock and put it at my face on a Discord call, and then pretended to call the police saying like, oh, he's got a gun. I did not have a gun. You did. Which innately allowed me to draw my weapon in self-defense of you. You drew the gun first. I reacted in defense of myself. You try to play the victim as if you are this grand creator of all this stuff that is mine, but you are not. You are merely a common thief. Which leads me to my next one. Deleted content and covers up bad behavior. That plays right into what I said before. See, you steal my work and you try to cover it up as your own. Matter of fact, you did the same thing on a Discord call. Matter of fact, it was that same day that you pulled that gun on me. That very same day. When me and CIA Hole were in call with you and confronting you. You sat right there. I showed you my original Facebook where I created the original artwork for my current Shadow Kai project. Then what did you do? You went in and photoshopped your name over what was originally there. All to try to lay claim to what is not yours. Because as I said before, you are nothing more than a common thief, John. Now, let's read into this. What is claimed? A live stream with harsh language, threats, or insults was later deleted, and then the channel acted as though it never happened. I wonder why you covered that up, John. It couldn't be because of the fact that you did something against me and you covered it up to save your own ass. Because you knew I was right about what I was saying about you. And in a fit of rage, you acted out of line. You got angry. You got mad. Because you knew I was right about everything I was saying. And what did you do? You deleted that video. All to cover it up because you knew that you were caught. Which also reminds me, that's why you sat right there the other night, and after you pulled out a real gun on me on your own live stream, you then quickly made it look like, oh, it's just a toy. When you sat there and you put the toy gun down after picking up the real one, you went like this. Real gun, put it down, quickly switch out for a toy gun. You did that because you didn't want to get caught. That's why you deleted that video. Because you sat right there and pulled out a pistol on a live stream. A live fucking pistol with rounds in the chamber. In an attempt to threaten me. And then when you knew I knew that you were caught, you quickly put it down and went, oh no, I got the orange tip gun, it's just a toy. No, you put the real one down and then picked up the fake one. Because you knew that if they caught you with that real one, that your channel would be wiped out. Your whole existence would be gone, destroyed. Your channel, your career on YouTube, turned to ash, gone, burned to the ground. That's why you did that. Because you were scared that you would get caught. Red flags and why people react strongly to this particular one. Deleting evidence of past actions is often seen as a tactic to avoid accountability. Sounds pretty familiar, don't it, John? And we all know where you get that from. You get that from your dead gay fucking asshole brother who did the same shit. Next on the list. Threats, violent language, or extreme talk. In the reported live stream, he allegedly talked about getting guns, blowing up people, etc. Which you did do. You talked about that with William Glorial. You talked about burning down my house. You talked about it being my last birthday on Earth. You talked about killing me. You talked about having me murdered. He refers to prophecies from God, suggests that God is on his side, which God is not on your side. His supporters believe he has divine backing. No, you do not. You do not have any kind of divine backing from any major YouTuber that you see as God. Because I know there are certain YouTubers that you see as YouTube gods, which don't get me wrong, that's understandable. There are certain YouTubers that I see as YouTube gods as well, such as Jacksepticeye, Markiplier. Guys such as Smosh, Ray William Johnson. You know, the greats, the people that made YouTube great. The people that made YouTube what it is. But you are sitting there acting like they are on your side when you don't know them and they don't know you. Therefore, that makes you a false prophet. If we're talking in biblical terms here, you would be considered a false prophet. Because you speak things that sound good on paper, but in reality, you're fake. And you can't back it up. Monetization are money appeals tied to crisis or drama. Kind of reminds me of why you're trying to steal my shit. He allegedly asked for money for personal use in dramatic ways, sometimes threatening to leave YouTube, then returning. Now, why is it that you would need money like that, John? It couldn't be because you know that I own the rights to my shit, and you know once Nintendo comes down on you for your last little escapade, for your last little adventure of trying to shut me down, you know that you're gonna need a lawyer. That's why you're begging for money. Because you know that you're going to need a lawyer. Instead of being a good person and doing stuff the right way like I've done and like other people have done, you go around and you do all this fucked up shit to gain money for your own use, to shut me down. And guess what, buddy? I'm still here. This can create emotional pressure. Give me support or you're abandoning me. And mixes vulnerability with demands. And you are not vulnerable by any means. If anything, you're just a fucking asshole. Oh, now we're getting into the nitty gritty on this. Dismissal / minimization of harm. After a bad live stream, he said to have dismissed it all as righteous anger and moved on without full apology. Going back to the live stream with the gun. Going all the way back to that live stream with the gun. You dismissed that whole thing as being fake. As what I'm doing for real as being fake. Why? Because you didn't want to get in trouble with YouTube. And William, this also applies to you too, motherfucker. All this shit I'm saying can also be applied to you, but I'll save that for a different one. I'll do a different expose on your ass in a different video. Right now, we're breaking down Marty's uneducated, savage, idiotic, uncivilized brother. Now, what does it say after what he did? When someone does harmful things but refuses responsible acknowledgement, it suggests a lack of integrity, which we all know he has no integrity. He has no morals. John is a witless, ignorant dumbass. Undermining or attacking certain audiences, making degrading comments about women and contempt towards people who question him. Sounds like you're not just doing shit on me, Johnny boy. Sounds like you just ain't doing shit on me, little Johnny Bravo. But we're going to focus on what you've done to me. But I will be doing a deeper dive on that later on, for sure. Making degrading comments towards me, for sure. And I'm not even a woman. I'm a dude. But you sit there and make degrading comments about me. Talking shit and bashing on me like you're some sort of hero. But really, you're a fucking sheep in wolf's clothing. And anybody who questions you, and I've noticed this and I've seen this for myself, anybody who questions you, you delete them from your live stream. You kick them or delete their comment. Every time they question you, every single time they question you, you ban them from your comments if you don't like the question. When it challenges your legitimacy, when it challenges what you're really about, you ban that person. And I've seen this firsthand. Matter of fact, I was in one of your live streams undercover just the other day under a fake account. And I questioned your credibility. I questioned your credibility about the Shadowcast stuff and how, oh, it actually belongs to this guy. It doesn't belong to you, John. Then if it belongs to you, why is this person over here showing real proof and you got no proof? I sat right there and questioned you under a fake account. And what did you do? You banned the comment right away. Because you knew that I was being correct in the way I asked it. You knew that I was on to you and you didn't want to get caught. So what did you do? You banned my comment. And you also kicked me from your live stream. You banned my account because you knew you had been caught. You had been caught red-handed. But yet you didn't want to take accountability. And you tried to divert it as, oh, this guy's just a hater. No, I wasn't a hater. It was me, John. I was under that fake account. And you got caught. But you didn't want to show that. You wanted the whole world to believe that you were this grand creator of my work, which I have personally shown many times in the past as to being my work. I've made videos on it. I've showed everything. I've showed all the proper documentation. So yes, you do those things, John. You are false. You don't take accountability. And you get rid of those who question your legitimacy, who question your accountability. You condemn those that question you. Isolation and rejection of other authority. Ooh, this is a good one. He claims to only answer to God and rejects church memberships or human oversight. Which they're basically saying is that you treat your stream like you answer to no one when it comes to the crimes that you commit. You act like you're above law enforcement. You act like you're this grand God. You act like you're this holy person when you are not. You act like you're the best thing that ever lived since the earth was created. And you are not. You are the most evil, vile thing that God has created. And honestly, I'm pretty sure you didn't even come from God. I'm pretty sure you came from the bowels of hell and were probably birthed from Satan, who, by the way, is a big-ass fucking douchebag pussy. Hashtag fuck the devil. And that's the thing, man. You claim to be this holy person. You claim to be this innocent person that, oh, this guy is stealing from me. He's stealing from me. He got a gun. He's doing it. You're fake as fuck. You're not innocent. You are vile, you are evil, and you are disgusting. If anything, you are literally the most disgusting thing ever birthed from the devil himself. Oh, this is going to be an interesting one right here. I like this one a lot. Charismatic / manipulative magnet effects. Some say he draws people in with humility and charisma that slowly undermines their critical thinking. That actually plays into what I was saying earlier, actually. That actually plays very well into what I was saying earlier. See, you draw people in and make people think that I am this evil person, that you are this innocent victim of this guy named Chance who's trying to steal all your stuff. And you just want to get your stuff back. But really, it's the other way. It's really the other way around. You want people to side with you, to build your little army of trolls to come after me. That's all it is. You want people to feel sorry for you so that you can manipulate them into joining your army of internet trolls, so that you can then further build your army to try to attack me and undermine me. But here's the thing. I can't be undermined. I won't be undermined. Because here's the thing, John. There's something that you need to realize, and that is this. You have to do something I don't have to do. You have to cover up your lie with another lie. And then you have to cover up that lie with another lie to support the other two lies. You have to lie about everything. You have to send out fake letters to try to scare me. But me, I've told the truth every time. And I've stuck by the truth. And I have shown proof that I am telling the truth. Therefore, John, in conclusion, you're nothing more than a self-centered, egotistical, self-righteous piece of fucking shit human being who, quite frankly, doesn't deserve to be on YouTube. If anything, you deserve to be working at fucking Burger King for $3.95 an hour. That's where you deserve to be. You are an art thief. You are a music thief. You are an idea thief. And you manipulate people into thinking that you're this great guy. But really, you're a piece of fucking shit. You and William both are disgusting, vile. And so is your fucking wife. Marty's sister, she's just as bad as you are. And yes, I know about her joining in on your bullshit. And honestly, she's just as bad and immature for supporting your delinquent behavior, your demonic, evil behavior. I'm not afraid to admit that I've made fuck-ups. I'm not afraid to admit that I've done shit that may be out of line. But everything I have done that has been out of line has been for good reason. Because there's an old saying, sometimes you gotta do the wrong things for the right reasons. Sometimes you gotta do bad shit to get good results. And for me, I did bad things for right reasons. Everything I have done was to protect my family at any cost. And I will continue to protect and defend my family and my property and my likeness and my image. Anything that belongs to me, I will protect with my life. And don't think I don't know about that game that you're trying to make using my image and likeness. That's going to get shut down too. Because you don't own me. I own me. God owns me. Not you, not William, not the troll community. I own me. I am my own person. And you do not have the right to use my face, my image, or my likeness without my consent or my knowledge. And I do not consent to using my face, my voice, my image, my likeness. None of me is allowed to be used by you or anyone without my approval. And I do not approve of my face and image and likeness being used on anything. If they are a friend and I know them personally and we work on, say, a project together, that's fine. I'm okay with that. But you are not a friend. You are an enemy. You are a cyberbully. You are a terrorist. Then I am going to get shut down one way or another. No matter what it takes. I am going to do what needs to be done to make sure that you get punished for the crimes that you committed against me. Not that I have to do very much because, like I said, I talked to Alexandra from Nintendo. I talked to her personally for about an hour. And honestly, she's one of the coolest people I've ever met. I actually enjoyed talking to her. And she knows about the situation. She's very much filled in. And let's just say that instead of dealing with me, you got to deal with Nintendo of America. You got to deal with the big guys, not me. You have to deal with Nintendo coming down on you. And here's the thing about Nintendo. They don't tell you when they're going to come after you. They just take action. So yeah, I know for a fact they're going to come down on you for sure. And like I said, when they come down on you, you're looking at a lot of prison time, my dude. A lot. And the fact that William and all your little friends tried to help, that makes them accomplice in what you did. Meaning they're going to probably face just as much time as you will. And if you don't think Nintendo ain't going to take you to court, oh yeah, they're going to. Especially after what you tried to do. I explained to Alexandra the whole situation. I explained everything. And let me tell you this. She ain't too happy with you guys. I showed her all the proof of my artwork. I forwarded everything to her. She got back to me literally a couple minutes later because I sent it to her while on the phone. I forwarded the email to her from a private email that you guys don't know about. I sent her all the proof of my ownership of everything that I own and everything that I have done up to this point. So they are aware of it. Some might even say, and I'm not saying this for sure, but some can even say that they might be interested in doing something with me here in the very near future. Because they like what I was doing. And they're excited to see where it goes. I'm not saying that they did say yes to wanting to work on a project with me, but they are interested. They are interested in what I'm doing. They actually liked what I was doing. So I'm not saying I'm working with them directly. I'm just saying that they enjoyed the artwork that I was putting out. They actually enjoyed it. They liked it. So shout out to Nintendo. But like I said, Johnny boy, you ain't got to deal with me no more. You got to deal with the big guys. You got to deal with Nintendo coming down on your ass. So, John, if I was you, I would honestly tell your little boyfriend, William Gloryhole, and all his little friends that he's trying to get together to come after me, you may as well tell him that he better fucking stop right the fuck now of coming after me, because if y'all don't stop, all the shit y'all have done to me is gonna get brought up in court by the judge. And Nintendo's gonna be the one to bring it up, because I told them my entire story about where everything started, how everything happened, what's been going on. So they're very well aware of what's going on. And let's just say this. They are not happy with you guys. If anything, they are pissed at what you guys tried to do. Sending out a fake letter telling me to cease and desist for a project they had nothing to do with that may end up turning out to be something good for me. Who knows? But all I have to say to you, John, is this. You and William and all your little friends in the troll community have made the biggest mistake of your entire careers and your entire lives. Because like I said, Nintendo is going to come down on you. And when they do, it's going to be bad. And they will haul you into court. And they will sue the fuck out of you. And more than likely, you're going to face charges. You're probably going to face quite a lot. Actually, I know for a fact, with what you tried to do, I know for a fact, because I spoke to Alexandra. And more than likely, you are going to be facing prison time. And a lot of it. So if I was you, John, boy, I'd be stepping down off of YouTube and deleting my shit real quick, son. I really would. I would be stepping down real fucking quick. Because here's what's going to happen. Nintendo's going to take you to court. They're initially going to sue you for all the stuff you tried to do. And they're going to call up certain witnesses like myself, my good friend CIA Hole, all my close personal friends. And you know what's going to happen? That's going to allow me to bring up everything that you have done to me. You, William, and everyone. And I will explain to the courts where all this started and everything that you guys have done. And you don't think that you're not going to face extra charges for trying to turn an Xbox into an IED, aka an improvised explosive device, or trying to torch my mom's van? All the shit in the past that you guys have done to me, like throwing a brick through the windshield of my mom's Kia, trying to have me murdered by shooting at me through my bedroom window. You don't think there ain't going to be a separate case being built upon that as well? Or will probably end up being a combined case in the courtrooms? You don't think that your little troll community ain't going to get shut down? You don't think that you're not going to face charges for what you guys have done to me and to all my family and friends? Oh, you definitely will. Because like I said, though, you ain't got to deal with me no more, John. William, you guys ain't got to deal with me no more. Oh, no, 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 no. Y'all got to deal with the big guys. Y'all got to deal with the big boys. You got to deal with Nintendo themselves. So if I was you, if I was you, honestly, I would delete social media entirely and I'd go dark. I would honestly delete all social media and go dark if I was you. I really would. I would literally delete all social media and go dark if I was you. Not that it would help your case any, because I've already saved everything that you guys have done to me. I've saved all the streams. I have all the streams backed up on this little device right here, which if you guys don't know has a micro USB, which I can save up to, I believe it's 2,000 hours worth of video footage on here. So yeah, I've got more than enough on here, on this little micro SD card right here. You see that? This little micro SD card right there in my hand? Yeah. I have all the stuff saved on that, just in case you do end up deleting your stuff. Just in case. Matter of fact, I have a folder titled Evidence. And just in case you guys think that you're going to get smart and try to break into my shit, I have multiple upon multiple backups of everything. So, Johnny boy, little art thief Johnny, little content thief William, you guys have been exposed by the one victim that you can never shut up, which is me. And honestly, all I have to say to you guys at this point is this. Good fucking luck fighting Nintendo in court and winning. Because the thing you need to learn about Nintendo is this. When it comes to people like you guys, and there are a lot of people like you out there, Nintendo has never lost a case. And they never will lose a case. Because they have some of the best lawyers in the world. So don't think you're going to win. Because you're not. Your days are numbered, John. And honestly, for your sake, if I was you, I'd be spending as much time with my family in the real world as I could. I really would. I would be sitting down and I would be spending as much time with my family as I could. Because when Nintendo hauls you into court, you're not going to be seeing your family for a very long time. And I mean a very long time. So, you and William both actually, and your wife, you all need to spend as much time with your family as you can. Because you guys are going to, actually more than likely, are going to end up in federal prison for a very long time. And I do mean a very long time. Probably the rest of your lives at this point. And I'm not just saying that either. I'm stacking up every single charge that would be placed against you. Right now, you guys are looking at about 50 plus years in federal prison. On top of whatever they decide to charge you with. On top of like whatever Nintendo charges you with. And on top of whatever charges you get from the shit you guys have done to me. You guys are looking at a long time in prison. And I know that I'll be asked about everything that's going on. And I have no problem answering every single question honestly. I will openly answer every question that the courts give me without fail, without hesitation. I have zero issue in answering their questions. Because any question that they have, I can answer. And if you think that your little fucking lawyer that you're probably going to get is going to faze me, I'm going to look in that motherfucker's face and laugh. Because he's just as big of an idiot for supporting a piece of shit like you. If he does decide to work for you. Which I can't imagine any lawyer that would be stupid enough to back up your fucking cockamamie, harebrained, fucking retarded stories. Especially when I have all the proof. So, John, all in all, my friend, as I said, I would be spending as much time with my family as I can if I was you, buddy. Because once Nintendo comes down on you, bro, it's a wrap. You're done. Your career, over. My life, back to normal. Troll community, shut down. Akron PD, investigated and jobs probably lost. That was your biggest mistake sending that letter, John. That was your biggest mistake. And also your last. So, have fun when Nintendo comes down on you for the shit you've done. Have fun with that. Because you ain't gotta deal with me no more. You, like I said, you gotta deal with the big guys. You gotta deal with Nintendo. Because see, compared to you, you're like right down here. I'm way up here about 30 levels above you. But bro, Nintendo's like way the fuck up here. You gotta deal with these guys. You gotta deal with the guys that have the real money. The guys that have actual power. That can actually do something to you. So like I said, John, you, your wife, William, you guys are screwed. So if I was you, John, I'd spend as much time with your parents as I could. Because once Nintendo comes down on you, you're not going to be seeing your family for a very, very long time. And I do mean a long time. Because see, when I spoke to Alexandra, she explained the charges that are going to be being placed against you. And honestly, they come with a very, very, very lengthy sentence and a very hefty fine that I know that you won't be able to pay out. So, John, congratulations. You gave me the victory and didn't even realize it. So have fun fighting Nintendo. While I'm over here living my life. Have fun, dude. Because God knows you're going to need all the luck you can get going against them. Good luck to you. Not that any luck is going to do you any good, but still. Have fun facing off against the big guys, champ. Because you're going to need it. So, way to go for getting Nintendo pissed off at you. Worst mistake you could have ever made. Peace out, dumbass.